All right, guys, today we're talking about one of my favorite things, diet soda. We're going to be talking about whether diet soda is really all that bad. So, some people truly do believe that drinking diet soda makes you fat or gain weight. That is not true. So low-calorie drinks are a great way to actually have some fun with your diet as you're dieting down and continue to consume some things that you actually enjoy. Some of the misconceptions out there based on old research are like diet soda and artificial sweeteners can cause cancer. That was not substantiated in humans, so there's no evidence to support that. It can cause Alzheimer's. Same thing. No evidence to support that. So anytime that we're making conclusions about something, we want to actually have evidence to support what we're putting out to people. Some people will find that they might get headaches with diet drinks or artificial sweeteners. If that's you and you notice you're getting headaches in association with drinking the drink, don't drink it. It's not that hard. But you can enjoy these things. And let's talk about a little bit about bariatrics and why we recommend that people don't drink soda after a bariatric surgery. So, we're shrinking the stomach. One of the concepts, which also is not substantiated by evidence, is that they could quite literally stretch their stomach back out. But like I said, there isn't evidence to support that. However, one of the biggest things that we are trying to hit on with bariatrics, and this can go right to general weight loss as well, is habits and behaviors. So if you're typically going out to eat and you have your burger and your fries and you have your Diet Coke, well, that association, those behaviors are something that we would like to change. We want you eating, more meals at home, whole foods, nutrient-dense things a majority of the time. So if we're trying to create different behaviors, maybe staying away from the diet soda altogether will keep you out of that behavior and make a good change. I wrote down some of the other things that I heard that people believe about diet soda and drinks. And I actually put up a poll on my Instagram seeing who thought that drinking diet soda was worse than drinking regular soda. And it was a 50-50 split. Kid you not. Half of my followers truly believe that drinking diet soda is worse than regular soda. Oh, and one of the concepts I want to hit on. People truly believe that artificial sweeteners are addictive in nature. They aren't. There was one study that they talked about, it lights up the pleasure sensor in the brain, so it must be addictive. No, sugar does too. So do hugs. So do anything that we enjoy. So should you not enjoy your food then? So those are the concepts. If you like diet soda, the bottom line is moderation, of course. What was it? On the 1,000-Pound Sisters? I actually don't watch it, but I heard of it. They said something along the lines of drinking a diet soda will cancel out the thing that you ate. No, guys, that is not how the concept works. No, it does not cancel out what you ate. So if you want to reduce caloric intake by switching to diet drinks, absolutely. I would implore that. That is a recommendation we make all the time. Switching from juices and sugary sodas is a way to reduce calories. Absolutely. Another thing, artificial sweeteners. They prevent tooth decay. Why wouldn't we want that? That's great. They can help with blood sugar control if you're diabetic or even if you're not. And you're having a no-calorie, low-calorie substitute as opposed to this full sugar refined carbohydrate option. So that's going to obviously help blood sugars. Let's see, did I hit everything? They're not going to make you gain weight. No, that's not true. Calories are what are going to make you gain weight. So if you're switching to a low, no calorie option, that's going to be great. We talked about cancer, headaches, they're not addictive, changes in gut microbiome. So there's no good research to substantiate in humans that there are changes that we should be concerned about. That being said, anything that you overdo is likely going to cause changes. So like, let's say you're going ham on Walden Farms, which is a product that I really like. I use their maple syrup and their chocolate syrup, things like that. But let's say you're going really crazy on those, or like skinny syrups, and I'll show you guys some of my favorite things in a minute. Yeah, you're likely going to have diarrhea. Therefore, over time, it could cause some issues, right? So anytime that you're causing diarrhea and you're flushing things through the gut too quickly, yeah, you're probably going to be flushing out good bacteria as well. You could be blunting microvilli, so that's going to cause issues with vitamin absorption and things like that down the line. So moderation, balance, that's what it comes down to. Enjoy the food you eat. If you eating some no calorie, low calorie foods and swapping, for artificial sweeteners are going to make your dieting down experience, or just general maintenance calories, having more variety, and it makes it more fun. Do it. That's the thing to do. Let's see. Yeah, so saving calories, that's bottom line. Definitely feel free. Now, let's see if I can get this. Where is my camera? There it is. So this is one of the skinny syrups that I use. I love this in my coffee. I use it pretty much every day. You can make protein ice cream with it, all sorts of fun stuff. So yeah, I have a bad sweet tooth. I enjoy sweets. By making that swap, that's a huge calorie saver. Let's say I went to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks and I got a caramel macchiato, blah, blah, blah. That's like, it could be 300, 400 calories depending on what size and what you're putting in it and all that stuff. Where now I've made the swap and I've saved those calories. Same concept, like when I make protein ice cream, I use like Walden Farms chocolate syrup. That's a save right there. Why not save the calories? Then you can eat more food and actually be satisfied and still enjoy what you eat. So you don't have to be eating clean all the time and just eat boring stuff like broccoli and fish. Like, no thank you. I want to have a nice variety, actually have fun with my foods. That also being said, if you're trying to create a deficit, you do have to be careful with some of these low or no calorie foods, because there is a buffer zone on maintenance calories in humans. That's what we're finding. That's why it's more of a maintenance calorie range. Usually if you're give or take 200 calories, one end or the other, you're going to maintain weight over time if you're around your maintenance calories. Therefore, if you're adding a ton of these no or low calorie things, they may actually be bringing you up into that maintenance zone of your maintenance calories. And then if you're trying to lose weight, well, now you're frustrated and you're like, well, what the hell? Why am I not losing weight? So that's something to account for. And that is also why I encourage tracking macros. So for stuff like this skinny syrup, it shows that there's 0 grams of carbohydrate. For me, in a contest prep where I have to get pretty low calorie just because I'm only 5'2" and I don't love doing a ton of cardio. So my caloric intake is what I would prefer to bring down to create that calorie deficit. So I have to watch things like this. So I actually account 5 grams of carbs per day towards all the skinny syrup that I use, because I quite literally use a bucket of it in my coffee and things like that. Am I encouraging people to eat that much or consume that much? No, but that is what I do, and that's life. So make your decisions and, use your critical thinking skills when you're trying to reach your goal. And for me, my goal is to get to a low enough body fat to compete, and that's going to be very difficult. So if we control variables as much as we can make it an as easy time as possible. Same for things like this Monster. I love this. It's delicious. The shows, where is it? zero sugars per can, but then it also shows 10 calories. So those are all things to be aware of, and that is also why I don't track calories. I track macros to make this easier so I don't have to worry about discrepancies on packaging, because we're allowed to have incorrect calories on packaging, about 20%. And obviously people want to sell, so they're going to round down on their, caloric, the calories that are showing on the label to get you to buy it. So for this, for example, shows 5 grams of carbohydrates. I'm going to track those carbohydrates in my macros and not have to worry about it. And it shows that it's 10 calories per can, but we know there's 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate. So 5, 10, 15, 20, we're looking at 20 calories for this can, yet it's only showing 10 on the label. Is that a huge issue? No. If I'm at maintenance, I don't really care. But for when I'm cutting and I have to be more diligent about it to make my life a little easier, then yes, it matters. And then tracking it accurately will come into play. So that is also why I encourage flexible dieting and tracking macros, so that you can have a moderation of all things. You can actually enjoy your food. You can use things like this. You don't have to be like, oh, I have to eat clean or something crazy like that. But you can also be accountable to those extra macros that you might be taking in that you're not aware of. So bottom line, guys, no, diet soda is not making you fat. I encourage that you swap your sugary drinks for diet drinks to save you calories if your end goal is weight loss, and you can be totally healthy and eat and consume and drink things in moderation. So if you like this content, like the video, subscribe to my Instagram. Guys, I'm not even used to saying this yet. And follow me on Instagram if you would like to. I'm Boho_nutrition. And you can reach out with any questions, comments, concerns. I often put polls up just to see what people think about things, so that I know what should I be talking about. So definitely feel free to reach out on there. This week, for my 1% better on these videos, now that I'm actually talking to you, my goal is to learn how to edit. So hopefully coming soon, even more entertaining videos, but I will be producing them every Sunday. All right, you guys, have a great week.